beg man, shut up. Let me see you, darling. My lie, 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 like. My lie, 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 like. My lie, 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 like. I love the weekend, girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. Now bet you can. I love the weekend, girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. Now bet you can. My mommy said I could be anybody. I said I want more money than no money. Break bread with that.
The NBA season has come down to this. This is it for all the marbles. Game 7 of the NBA Finals. From Scotiabank Arena in downtown Toronto. Tonight, the Toronto Raptors getting set to match up with the Los Angeles Lakers. Hi, everyone. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, we look at the Raptors coming into play. They know what's at stake. This is it. One game to decide the NBA Finals.
Well, here we are. This is what you dream about. A Game 7. A one-game series for the NBA championship. This has been one heck of a thrilling ride so far. I'm just so grateful to be here courtside to watch this happen in front of my own eyes. This has really been a dream come true.
Lowry to Valanciunas. LBJ has it. And finishes strong.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Lowry into the front court. Just getting started. Strap in for a good one here in Game 7. From the painted area, won't go down. The follow won't go either. Knocked loose. Raptors come away with it. So important to take care of the basketball. Easy 2 on the other end after the turnover.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
That pass taken away by Toronto. Taking advantage of the turnover.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
It's James. His first. McGee punching it home with the putback slam.
JaVale has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jim?
It's 50-50 sometimes.
Well, hopefully it's half glass full in this regard. James into the front court. He'll run the offense and throws it down.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Across the timeline comes James. Looking to make something happen. The rebound comes down to Toronto. Lowry to Ibaka. Serge Ibaka slams it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
James knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
Kawhi Leonard, 3 for 4. Good start.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Leonard, great feed. He throws it down.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Great feed, sets it up. Slam dunk.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Lonzo Ball with the rock. Fires the 3. Valanciunas there for the board. Lowry with it. Up by 3. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back. Everybody communicated. Everybody pointed. It was just better offense than it was defense.
And look out. Big finish at the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Lowry to Danny Green. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. To James. And count the basket.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
To Valanciunas. And a throwdown. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
And hits the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Deep left corner. Rises for the slam. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
The Raptors able to clear the board. It's a big finish.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
LeBron James drills the 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Gets to the basket and scores.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
James not getting the bounce. To Ibaka. Big finish at the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
LeBron with it up top. 9-point margin. To Kyle Kuzma from long range. Good contest. Made it tough for Kuzma.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Luke Walton switching things up. He's got some new players out there. Los Angeles, they have it. Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim, short. Nice work by Fred VanVleet.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Cruises inside for 2.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Oh, a whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
That'll get out off the Raptors. James. They'll take it from downtown. Let's see, Jay, if that wakes them up.
Yeah, that was a big-time 3, but the most important possession is now, the one you're currently in. Don't focus on the next play, but focus on the present.
And the defender over-pursues, and he's called for it.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Leonard, and they call it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
First one, count it. able to convert on both free throws. James. No good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
LeBron James with the rock. Oh, whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Leonard to Valanciunas. Turns and slams it down.
Valanciunas giving you that size, giving you that length, a guy that can extend the defense. But you kind of forget that he was the 5th pick taken overall in 2011.
That'll get out off the Raptors. It's James. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
All right, Ibaka up to block the shot.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
There's nothing the defense could really have done there. That's just a great shot.
That one's going to be out of bounds. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
LeBron James, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 75% so far tonight. Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. And a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. One quarter down in this deciding Game 7, and we're back after this. You're tuned into the NBA Finals on Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Fred VanVleet to Leonard. For 3, can't go down. Smothering defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own hands.
Now ready to shoot at the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First one goes down. Two for 2 on that trip. To Ibaka. Nice pass to set things up. Strong finish that time for Danny Green. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
Gets it in the left corner. James. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Terrific vision. Fred VanVleet to Danny Green. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
to James. He was hacked. They let it go.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Rondo into the front court. Down a bundle. Valanciunas with the denial.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Deep two there. Won't go.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Slams it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. And too much contact.
A simple touch foul.
Caldwell Pope. James, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. The follow won't go either.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Lonzo Ball brings it up the floor, and that's a backcourt violation. Fred VanVleet. Shot from the lane won't go. LeBron into the front court. His guys down big. Rejected by Green.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Kyle Kuzma. Cleared by Ibaka. To Monroe. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Great pass to set it up. Ah, rocking the rim.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Caldwell Pope to Kyle Kuzma, trying to cash in, gets a look, can't hit. Leonard to Danny Green. And it's Caldwell Pope with the rebound. Kuzma. It's denied by Ibaka.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Monroe. Passed it off, kicks it outside. The big guy, Greg Monroe. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
James. And it's rebounded by Green. To Monroe. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Kawhi Leonard trying to cash in on a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.
Turn to page 15 in today's game program.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jet.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Throws it down.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Caldwell Pope. James, he continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
To Valanciunas. Jonas Valanciunas. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Caldwell Pope. Down the lane. The shot won't fall.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Sets him up. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. James. To Leonard. To the rim. The pass taken away by the Lakers. And counted at the rim.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense. 4-3. Won't go down. Leonard throws it up. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. And stuffs it home.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Toronto with the basketball. To Lowry. Here's Leonard for 2. Not that time. Jonas Valanciunas. He's now 5 for 6.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that bad. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Leonard to Lowry. It's Kuzma up to block the shot.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Off the iron. It came out. Slams it down. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Ball. Can't connect. Lowry into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
From the painted area, won't go down. Ibaka to Lowry. Here's a chance from long range. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
And a put-back slam.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Long key from three-quarters court. We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose.
The Raptors entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring. Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His guys holding the big lead. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
And look out!
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. It's James. Now that's a contest.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a... Oh! And he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Ibaka. LBJ. And scores.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Love the hustle. Sprawled out on the deck. Couldn't keep it in. Off Lonzo Ball. Lowry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. To Ball. Has a look. Oh, Lonzo Ball. 3 for 6 now.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
LBJ with it. Down the lane to lay it in.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Take stock of the floor. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
Misses the first. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. James to Caldwell Pope. Lets it fly from long range. Raptors have the rebound. Fred VanVleet to Valanciunas. Going to launch beyond the arc. And McGee there for the rebound. To Kyle Kuzma. JaVale McGee. To James. And a nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Ball's controlled by Lowry. To Ibaka. Fires the three. You could see Serge salivate. Wide open, he drills it.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Lowry to VanVleet. Leonard. Off the mark. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
And they call it.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Whoa, what a finish.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Missed a wide-open look.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Tough make through traffic.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Caldwell Pope. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. The rebound's corralled by the Raptors. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Kyle Kuzma. And they call the foul. Not the breeze there, Jay.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Caldwell Pope. Now a steal as the Raptors have it. To Van Vliet. Slams it home on.
And it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Not sure what that was all about. It's no good. Caldwell Pope. Good offense beating good defense. Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the basket.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
The pass taken away by the Lakers. And the slam.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
To James. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. To Ibaka. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Flushes it home.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Lowry to Monroe. Ah, the monster stuff.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Ball. Great dish to set it up. Shot from the lane won't go. To Van Vliet. It's James controlling the offense. Denied by Monroe.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
James. That no good, off the mark.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
James into the front court. His guy's down big. Fires the three. He engulfed him that time.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. Ball. That's going to get out of bounds. Last touch by Green, so it stays with the LA Lakers. James, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Los Angeles has the basketball. Ball. There's the toss. Couldn't keep it in. It's out off Greg Monroe. Ball into the front court. Down a bundle. From long range. Buries the three. He's too good to leave that open.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the three.
Down low to Monroe. Oh, big finish at the rim.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player, pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs a guard on the next play down the court.
Off the penetration, almost, but no good. Oh, emphatic slam.
Everybody in the building, including myself, thought that pass was going somewhere else. Fool me once? Okay. But you're definitely not fooling me twice.
Oh, get that out of here. Message sent, Jay. Up 5 seconds. Deep three at the buzzer. That's the end of the third quarter. It's been all Raptors. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter, and this has not been one of their better performances to this point. They've been out of sorts all afternoon.
And one of the most difficult challenges we have in this life is when we bring our personal life into our workspace. It looks like they were never in the game to begin with.
To Beasley. Offensive board. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Well done. Kyle Lowry looking good. 4 for 5.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
From the painted area, won't go down. McGee powers it through.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Into the front court comes Rondo. He'll run the offense. Cleaning the offensive glass. enjoys it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
New blood coming in for both sides. James. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Good look that time, but off the mark. Valanciunas to Danny Green. Oh, ferocious slam inside. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative. Because right now, the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
To Valanciunas. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. To Kyle Kuzma. Has a chance, knocks it down from mid-range.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Toronto has the basketball. Lowry to Valanciunas. Rejected by McGee.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Baseline drive, the shot won't fall. Lowry, pass to the rim. It's Kuzma up to block the shot.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Beyond the arc for 3. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Nice pass to set things up. Serge Ibaka slams it down.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back. Everybody communicated. Everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
And the finish, slam dunk.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Count the bucket for 2.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
It's James controlling the offense. For 3, that one off the mark. It's no good. James. Kyle Kuzma cleans it up. And a putback slam.
I harp on the fundamentals like boxing out at the youth level all the time. Got to be aware where the offensive player is.
Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the 4th quarter. Time to shuffle things up. So Lowry. Goes to the left side. Oh, he had it. LeBron James wants it. Not today.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Can't slam it down.
After a miss like that, you at least have to rub your hands on your shorts. At least make it seem like the ball slipped.
Caldwell Pope to James. Not that time. 2 points for Danny Green.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
That'll get out off the Raptors. Time for some new personnel into the game. Ball over to the right side. Count the basket at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Monroe. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten there. And he'll head to the line.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose but really good habits to gain.
Goes 2 for 2. James cleans the offensive glass. Doesn't get the bounce. Cashes in for 2.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Drives, but a shot won't go down. To Leonard. Off the assist.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Oh, they call him for the foul.
Just a tic-tac foul.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. To shoot for Los Angeles. It's James. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Ball with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
And they call it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Danny Green. 4-3. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
And the denial.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
James, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Leonard. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? We should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Can't do that.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Oh, he missed them both. That misses with a second to go. It's the Raptors with the victory. And for the very first time in franchise history, they are NBA champions. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
The Raptors have earned what so many others have only been able to dream about, an NBA title. That's another postseason in the books, and I'm already dreading the wait for more hoops. See you next season.
A rubber man,